Hello, and welcome to Paddling and Pedaling Florida Adventures. I'm your host, Mr. D. Hey, today we're doing a product review, guys, and I've been thinking about this for a while because my sister doesn't know it, but I want to mic her up. But I want to mic her up so it works as off of my pocket too, not off of her camera. And what I want to do is do a test of the Hollyland, and that's what I'm reviewing today. And that's a dual mic system. You get two mics plus the receiver. And I'm putting it up against my old and trusty 5-year-old Rode Go. Now, the Rode Go is a single mic system. And if I wanted to go with the dual mic system, man, that's up around the $250 mark, or if not higher. And the Hollyland is half that, or almost half. It's sitting at right around, I think it was 149. I got it on sale for 103. So what I want to do today is test it out. Now, I've already noticed a couple differences. And one thing, the Rode has the LCD screen on the receiver, where Hollyland has nothing. So you have to look at your sound bars on your camera that you're using. But that's really not a big deal for me because I normally do this anyway. It has the standard dB adjustments. Both of them are the same. I've set these identically the same. I put the transmitters in the exact same location across from each other. Both of them have windsocks. And the other thing I noticed right away is the Rode, I get 2-channel recording, sound recording, where on the Hollyland I get single channel recording. And the reason being is the other channel is used by the other microphone. So that'll come in handy, but I don't know how it's going to work as far as my productions go. But what we're going to do now is we are on the G-Force e-bike today. And we're going to go out and check all this stuff out and see how it does. I'm real curious to see how it handles the wind. Like I said, I have dead cats on both of these. And the sound quality, which is really, really critical. So anyway, hey, we're going to get out here on the road, so we'll be back in a bit. All right, guys, what I want to do now is I'm running alongside of Highway 27. And it gets really, really noisy out here. And what I wanted to do was to see, I don't want to use, they have this noise reduction button, but it makes you sound like you're talking in a trash can. So I think with the dead cats on, I should be able to get a pretty decent audio. But like I said, that's why I chose to come along the Highway 27 so we can pick up all the vehicle noises and all the background noises and all that kind of stuff like that. Let's talk a little bit about the Hollyland dual mic system. Now, one of the things I noticed right away is the size difference between the Rode Go and, I mean, it's like, it's about half the size of the Rode Go system. So it conceals better. But again, I think that's because they have the LCD system in the Rode Go, which would take a lot more room to do. There is no LCD system in the Hollyland. So anyway, we kind of rode our way up a couple of miles here, and today I'm shooting this all on a GoPro 10 and a GoPro 11. I have these settings exactly the same, the audio settings exactly the same. And I want to see basically if there is a difference in audio quality. And you guys, if you want to, as you listen to this, and I'll be switching back and forth between audios in this video. And you can kind of give me your opinion. I'm gonna not edit them. I'm going to leave them raw, coming right out of the camera, and we'll see how it does. So anyway, we'll be back in a bit. We're heading out to get us some coffee because it is cold this morning. So, hey, we'll be back in a bit. The range on both of these is pretty close to the same. Rode claims that they get 600 feet, and then Hollyland claims around 650 feet, and that's what causes that's straight line. If there's no trees, no stuff like that. So I'd cut it down probably around 400 feet, should be a good place to go. So we're testing this stuff out and seeing how everything's going, and we're going to do our thing, checking this microphone out and see how it sounds. So hey, we'll be back in a bit. All right, anyway, guys, we just met a couple fine gentlemen. I'm going to go by them here in a minute, and we're going to pick them up on a thing. But anyway, I met these two hooligans right here, and they're going to be on the channel, so it's going to be cool. So we'll see y'all later. But anyway, we out playing around here and just enjoying the morning. It is cold this morning, but now I'm running along a busy street again. I want to see how it does with highway noise. And like I was saying, but them guys came up and we started cutting up, so I don't know if I got that information across. As far as what the distance of the microphones are, now the Go2 claims 600 feet, and the Hollyland claims 650 feet. Now, that's also unobstructed and all this kind of thing like that. The more obstructions you have, the more it's going to knock the signal down, and that's with anything that you do. So if you're in between a whole bunch of buildings, I wouldn't expect to see 600-foot range. But I'm not going to be that, I'm not going to be that far away. I mean, that's 2 football fields. So I'm not going to be that far away from my cameras and stuff anyway. So if I can get a couple hundred feet, especially if I'm kayaking out there, and like I said, my sister don't know it yet, but I'm going to mic her up for our next paddle. If this thing turns out to be a good thing, and again, I won't know until I get into post-production, and then I'll find out what this thing is like. So anyway, we're going to continue our pedal down to my coffee break spot. We'll shut this stuff all down for a little bit, and then we'll start heading back to see how things come out when we get into post-production. So hey, we'll be back in a bit. Hi guys, taking my coffee break out here. I want to talk a little bit more about the Hollyland versus the Go2. Now the Hollyland claims to get about 8 hours of single use on a single charge, and the same thing with the Go2. So that's comparable. However, the Hollyland comes with a self-charging case, so if you get done with a shoot, you take both your mics, pop them back in if you're using both, or a single, or whatever you're doing, and pop that into your charging case, put it in your camera bag, and it's recharging that, so you don't have to go to a power source like you do with the Go2 to plug it in and to get a recharge on that. But again, you get 8 hours of recording time, and none of my videos are ever 8 hours long. I never do a shoot that long. Most length I'll do is like 3 hours on a paddle, for instance, or a paddle review, but somebody almost hit somebody. Anyway, the most I'll do on a paddle review is like 3-4 hours, but the cameras aren't running for that complete period of time. So the Go2 and hopefully the Hollyland will work out well, except again, Hollyland on a single mic is going to be monaural, 1 channel, where Rode is 2-channel recording. But if the second mic is fired up, again, now both channels will work. So I understand. I don't know if I could do something in post, or is it not going to make a difference? I don't know. I'm going to find that out today in post-production, but we're at our halfway point on our ride this morning, so we're going to head back up and get this thing back to the house, get into post, and then we'll review the footage and all that kind of stuff and the audio, and then we will report on our findings at the ending when we do our wrap-up. So hey, we'll be back in a bit. Well guys, we're taking a break out here at my local park. This is where I launch all my kayaks and stuff when I'm doing product reviews for Advanced Elements or Air Kayaks or whoever. This is where I do it, out here at this lake. It's real close to the house. Anyway, One of the things I wanted to check out here was a little bit of distance, so I'm going to walk back this way and see if I can get any, you know, kind of static loss or getting static noise or anything like that. And I'm only going to go about 80, 100 feet, but I'm going to check it out and see what it does. So let's get that going right now. I'm going to walk up here, and the camera should keep me in, I hope. But I'm real curious to see what the quality of the audio is going to be. And I got my back towards the cameras right now. And hopefully the audio is going to be good. Now I know on the Go2, I'm going to walk up here, and the camera should keep me in, I hope. But I'm real curious to see what the quality of the audio is going to be. And I got my back towards the cameras right now. And hopefully the audio is going to be good. Now I know on the Go2, looking back over there, I don't even know if you guys can see me. Let me get back in camera range here. There, I should be in camera range. I'm about 100, maybe 100, 125 feet, 130 feet away. I'm gonna start making my way back and see if there was any audio loss or anything like that. I don't know. Now what we're gonna do when we finish this part of it up is a little bit different. I'm gonna go and get into post, upload all these videos, check out the audio, and then I'll do the wrap up on the microphone once I get back and be able to review the material on it. So anyway, hope you enjoyed this video, guys. The Hollyland, I'm really hoping it works out well, because I want to be able to mic up my sister. So what we're going to do now, guys, is we're going to ride back to the house and put these clips into post-production, and I'm going to give them a listen. I really want to see how well the audio is, or how well it matches with my Go2 Rode Go. And then, which is different from what I normally do, I'm going to go ahead and do the wrap-up on the Hollyland dual mic lapel system. So hey, we'll be back in a bit. Well, I finished up doing all the reviews on the audio files from the Hollyland Lark M1, and it doesn't make the cut, guys. It just does not make the cut. The tone quality is bassy and kind of muffled, or kind of muted just a little bit. So the quality isn't there, not like the Rode Go, which is clear and crisp. This particular audio just did not make the cut. And then something weird happened out there, guys. When I mounted the two microphones, the Rode Go here and the Hollyland here, and when I did that, I mounted them up against my chest, and when I did the walkaway, in both instances, the actual frequency line of sight to the receiver was blocked. As I got further away, it knocked the signal down. Now on the Rode Go, it just cut it out. And then on Hollyland, it started staticking, and that was like at 50, 75 feet. And then it was popping in and out. You saw both of those clips on this particular video, and that made it not make the cut. And it also made me think that this particular whole thought process for this dual lavalier mic system to mic up my sister with this type of system will not work. But I did find one that will, and it is the DJI dual mic system. Now here's the key factor here. Each one of the transmitters has its own backup recording up to 15 hours in each of the transmitters. So if you do get a line of sight block, and I'll use that term, but that's where your frequency is muddled by blockages like your body or a big huge rock or a building or something like that, and it breaks up the frequency line of sight to camera, this allows you to pull the backup audio off the transmitters respectively. Now the cool thing is, and I just found out, I can do this with the receiver off and just turn, it's like having a portable microphone recorder clipped to your shirt. It's really cool. Now, I'm going to tell you, it's a little pricey. It's $330 for this dual mic system, but I think it'll solve my problem is trying to mic up my sister, because all she'll have to do is hit the little orange button, or I think it's something like that, where it turns on the backup recording. And like I said, I did find out that the receiver does not have to be on for it to do that. All I have to do is upload the audio files to my desktop and then sync them in my video software editing tool. And that's what I'm gonna have to do. Now I looked at this, and I looked at this real close. And the Hollyland, regardless, the Hollyland Lark M1 did not make the cut. It's the audio was bassy and kind of muffled or muddied. That's the word I was looking for. It's kind of muddied, and where the Rode Go was really crystal clear. So anyway, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do some more research before I do this, but I think that the DJI dual mic system will work for what I'm trying to accomplish. So I'm not sure. So anyway, now as far as the Rode Go goes, unfortunately, I lost the LCD screen yesterday. It just quit working. All I get is a gray line through it. So now that's 5 years old, maybe 6 years old now. So maybe it's a good time to go ahead and replace this out. Now, as far as the audio you're listening to here, I'm actually shooting the ending of this particular video using my Pocket 2 with the DJI microphone for the Pocket 2. Now, unfortunately, you cannot link up two DJI wireless microphones to the DJI Pocket 2. It will only accept one mic at a time. So that's why I was thinking about setting up a dual mic system, and I think the dual mic system from DJI is going to be the answer. I'm not sure. Again, we'll do a review on that, and we'll put a video out and let you know what we think about that. So, hey, we'll see you on the next one.